This is the story of anchor management. My name is Jimmy Yoder. Follow me on my journey as I explore the oceans and document my adventures through a lens. Welcome aboard. Good afternoon, crew. Captain Jimmy here once again aboard Anchor Management with my third official video. And as you all probably saw in the title, is the boat tour, the boat rundown, whatever you guys want to call it. But I just wanted to start off by thanking you all so much for the support on those first two videos. We've gotten so much positive feedback, a lot of advice for stuff to work on. A lot of ideas for upcoming videos, and like I said, just a bunch of positive support and feedback. So thank you all so much for that, and stay tuned for the boat tour video, and we're gonna start that right up. All right, so we're standing outside of my family's 27-foot Grady White Islander. This is a 1995 Grady White with 2007 outboard engines, which are twin 200 horsepower Yamahas. So 400 horsepower pushing a 27-foot boat is very strong and very efficient. But this hull is a deep V hull. It's a pretty narrow hull actually if you guys look at it. But deep V hull, great for offshore fishing, super seaworthy. And this boat was primarily used for fishing when my family bought it, but at the time when we bought it, we took out a lot of the, for example, on the back deck here, we had a big bait tank that we got rid of just because we weren't fishing on it. So there's a story on all of that and kind of why my family ended up deciding this boat. But like I said, this boat was primarily a fishing vessel. So let's get started with the rundown. So starting off with the back deck here, huge back deck, ideal for fishing inshore and offshore. Came with a live bait well, but got rid of that when we first got the boat, just weren't fishing off it a whole lot. Big cutting board just in the rod holder there. But under the back seat there, we have got, I'll pull it up here, all of our batteries, bilge pump, switches, everything. Some speakers for our stereo. Under the port side seat here, a little bait tank, nothing huge, some random storage stuff. Throw this back on. Under the starboard seat, just life vest, random storage, pretty messy, but kind of just day-to-day use, safety stuff, you know. All covered in carpet back here. Got our gaff, brush, nets, you know. We have a big Cabo shade that goes up, so those are the rods for that. Trash can, pretty standard stuff. Here are the engines. We have freshwater hose and saltwater, freshwater. Moving up now, we've got some storage under the main captain's seat, some random storage, just random stuff kind of. Under here is where usually my fishing tackle goes. All of this is actually empty. This is like the oldest tackle box, tools, duct tape, but huge space in there. It's kind of deceiving, but huge space. So I put all of that tackle in there usually, but yeah, just kind of out and about right now. I've been fishing a little bit, so that's that. Moving our way into the cockpit here. Pretty standard compass, you know, analog fuel gauge. Got my digital fuel gauge, RPM gauges for both my engines, speedometer, Raymarine E120 GPS, which is a little bit outdated, but it does the job. We have got Simrad autopilot on this. All of my main switches down here. Twin screw throttles, obviously. So a pretty big cockpit. This seat folds down, so it's some pretty good standing room. Comfortably sits 2-3 people in here if the weather's bad. Get 3 in here. Love standing right here just because it's a good view if I have it on autopilot, so it's kind of different. But anyways, we've got standard ICOM VHF, which we're going to upgrade soon. Hopefully Sony stereo, pretty standard. Got these speakers installed, lights, you know, kind of all the basic stuff that you need in a cockpit here. Moving down into the cabin space here, gonna keep it short and sweet. All of our emergency stuff lives under here, first aid. Yeah, hopefully we never have to use that sink. Little table space here, storage locker with snorkel stuff, registration lives in there. All of the stuff I need to access really quick goes right up here. Binoculars, fish finder, pliers. All of my tackle is currently out because I was organizing that. Usually throw it under the port side seat right there. Yeah, anchor locker, storage space on both sides here. Have this opened up for some air. All of the windows have screens, which is super, super nice if you want to have the windows open, but no bugs. Moving right along, this table, probably my favorite thing about down here, this pops up for a nice little desk space and then slams down and turns into a huge bed, which I lived on for 2 weeks. Video coming on that soon. Moving along, standard stuff, valve shutoffs under here. Under all the carpet, there are access points for all the valve shutoffs, and yeah. This is our head, which we rarely use. Standard, just toilet, sink back there. We don't use it much, so we just have storage in there. Got our hour gauges right here for our engines. Yeah, simple. So that is the cabin space. Not much to it, simple. Okay, so I'm back in the back deck here. I just wanted to point out one of my favorite features of this boat. We are equipped with shore power. So, I mean, it's a relatively small boat, but living on this boat would be nearly impossible without shore power because I can turn on the stereo, all the lights, don't have to worry about blowing through the battery power. Like I said, this is a walk-around boat. And yeah, cabin space down there. Easy to walk around, just watch out for that. Hit myself on that window plenty of times. And yeah. Alright crew, that's gonna wrap up today's boat tour video. I know it was brief and didn't go into a whole lot of depth, but there are a bunch of fun projects coming along on this boat, and I just wanted to give you guys kind of a before video so then you guys can see the progress of everything that goes on. Next week's video is going to be slammed with a ton of fun stuff, I promise, so stay tuned for that. And make sure you guys follow MV as in motor vessel, MV Anchor Management on Instagram, because that'll give you some sneak peeks of what's to come, and I promise it's going to be insane. So stay tuned guys, thanks for watching, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Cheers.